If you live in the imaginary land of Australia, I would consider only buying older buildings going forward. Female quota introduced for jobs in the Victorian construction industry. Now, how many whammons do you know that are just clamoring for these construction jobs? Actually, fuck, I have heard from construction workers that this is a legitimate problem. That when you work a physically demanding job like construction, it takes a toll on your body. So you end up with a bunch of like middle-aged older men who've been doing construction their whole life, and now their bodies are falling apart, but they don't have any other skills. So usually the easy jobs went to those men. So if you're the guy who's close to retirement and your body's shot, the job of standing by the fucking street and holding the slow sign, the guys like that were given those jobs. They at least got to take it a little bit easy at the very end. Now that whammons are entering, though, the whammons are getting all of those super easy jobs. And now those guys whose bodies are already destroyed have to keep destroying them further. But hey, equality. It's all for the greater good, right? Females will no longer be a rare sight in Victoria's construction industry from current year, following the introduction of a new policy mandate for government projects. Easy solution, avoid government projects. Boom. As an Australian first, the Victorian government has moved to ensure there are places for females among the male-dominated industry under the new building equality policy. Hey, how about you just hire an all-feminist company to build your bridges for you? The policy will mean whammons will make up at least 3% of trade roles, 7% of non-trade positions, 35% of management, supervisor, or specialist labor roles in government projects worth $20 million or more. I love this. They're not even trying to hide it here. Oh, yeah. We only need like 3 to 7% of them in the actual grunt work positions, like where they do the actual heavy lifting. But in the cushy office management jobs, oh, yeah, we need at least 35% whammons in there. All right, 4% of labor hours for apprentices and trainees must go to whammons. All they need to do is ask some of the guys to identify as women. Problem solved. The policy will come into effect from January. However, there will be a 2-year transition period. By current year +2, there will be penalties in place for failing to meet the female representation requirements. You know what might happen? What I think this might lead to is the owners of these construction companies are just going to cash out. They're, all right, you're going to make it this difficult for me to keep running my business. I'm just going to sell it and retire. Not my problem anymore. The whammons have represented just 2 to 3% of the Victorian construction industry in the past 30 years. Engineer Melanie Langlo, who is working on the Metro Tunnel project, has welcomed the idea to bring whammons into the industry. I wish there were more whammons working in construction because there's a set of skills that we bring, she said. Like what? What skills do you bring that men can't do? The director of Super Group Constructions, Neil Gardiner, said the mandate was a good thing for the industry. He has to say that, but it might be good for him. He might cash out. I would encourage any females out there that would like to join the construction industry or join a trade to do so, he said. Yeah, and fuck all of you older guys who've been doing this for 20, 30 years. All of those easy jobs you would have gotten at the end of your career. Now the fucking 18-year-old new girl is going to get it, and you're going to keep destroying your body. Yeah, I can clearly see why people are pissed at this. Yeah, feminazi mafia. That's what this is. You got to, except the protection money is via diversity quotas. It's like, no, I don't want you to give me money. At least not in a transactional sense. I want you to give me a job. So you're going to pay me money, and me being here is going to protect you from the rest of the mafia attacking you.